वनक्कम, मैं हैदर अली सैयद आशीर्वाद से यूनाइटेड अंडर तमिल सेवा।
Come together as one. Ride the elephant. Elephant is one of the symbol of Asivagam. Elephant symbol, one would find all over India and across the globe. Asivagam is ancient Tamil way of life
given by God to first Siddha Siva. Prophet Muhammad whole mission was to remind about the God-guided straight path given to the first Siddha. Quran confirms Tamil tradition, culture, history of the first vicegerent Pandyan. Sivam means God omnipotent. Sivan refers to one who is appointed as vicegerent, a representative of God, in other word, Sivam the omnipotent.
Come together as one means melanated peoples should unite. Come ride the elephant. Once again melanated people should return back to their traditional way of life called Asivagam. In Tamil tradition we have only two ages or yugas. The age of Satyugam, which means age of good administrator. The other age is called Kalyugam, which means the age of bad rulers.
The question comes, what is that greater Kalyugam which Sri Krishna prophesied? Around 5000 BC there was an internal war among the Pandyan colonies, which is known as Mahabharat War. This war among the Pandyan colonies called Mahabharat. It took place from the region from Abu Huraira civilization to Indus Valley civilization.
Mahabharat war was an advanced warfare, where nuclear bomb were used. Radioactive material were found at Abu Huraira civilization Syria and also at Mohenjo-daro sites, indicating about nuclear blast. Sri Krishna prophesied about the greater Kalyugam, which means a very long period of bad
rulers. Bible Daniel chapter 7 also confirms about the four beastly regime, who at regular intervals. Those beastly regime would prolong the greater Kalyugam. Those nomads beastly regime are ruling the Pandyan colonies by anti-spiritual policy for a very long period. Quran chapter 11 verse 48. 2 talks about the people whom God would give all enjoyment of the world and later a painful torment would reach
them. After deluge Pandyan colonies built great civilization from Anatolia, Mesopotamia river, Iranian plateau, Baluchistan, Indus Valley civilization and so on. Civilization like Abu Huraira, Sumerian civilization, Aram civilization, Mari civilization, Elam civilization. All these civilization built by Tamil Pandyan colonies. So, when Quran chapter 11 verse 48 says enjoyment of the world, it refers to those great civilization built by
Pandyan people. Quran is a reminder. It reminds about painful torment, indicating about the greater Kalyugam which Pandyan colonies would face. Remember the first two beastly regime mentioned in Daniel chapter 7. It refers to Persian Empire and Byzantine Empire. Mission of Prophet Muhammad was to unite all melanated people of India, Middle East, Arabia and Africa.
The unity of melanated people removed the first two beastly regime, Persian Empire and Byzantine Empire, out of power. Remember around 1200 AD it was Gog-Magog army of Genghis Khan from Mongolia who genocide the nomads empire from the region of Samarkand, Bukhara, Iran, Iraq, thus completely ending the first two beastly regime. Let me remind you about the phase of painful torment among Pandyan colonies which Quran chapter 11 verse 48 is indicating.
First Antichrist refers to Cain. Coming of Antichrist means bloodline of Cain, the nomads, the restless wanderer on earth with a sign. They around 3000 BC from Caucasian mountain entered Iranian plateau. Greater Kalyugam. Daniel chapter 7 and Quran chapter 11 verse 48 talks about painful torment which the native would face due to the four beastly regime until the coming of Son of Man, in other word the last Pandyan The.
Kalki. Around 1500 BC, a secret society called Mitraism was created by nomads whose main agenda was to kill the bull, in other words Pandyan administration. Bull refers to the Pandyan. This secret society called Mitraism, all they wanted was to end God-guided path, straight path called Arsivargam given to first Siddhar Siva.
The third beastly nomad regime mentioned in Daniel chapter 7 refers to Ottoman Empire. The last and final beastly nomad regime is Kingdom of Saudi. This fourth beastly regime, Kingdom of Saudi, would be different in administration from previous three nomads regime. Year 2021. And we are still in the phase of Greater Kalyugam. But we don't see our enemies, as those nomads empire are not ruling the Pandyan colonies by arms and ammunition but by policies which are anti to
Arsivargam principles. Remember, there was a phase where thousands of Siddhar and educated intellectual peoples from Pandyan colonies were killed in a short span of time. This gave the nomads to insert their policies and principles which were anti to Arsivargam principles. Control the head and control the body, in other words the native colonies. Thus pushing the son of soil into the age of untouchability, the age of ignorance, the age of painful torment, which Quran chapter 11 verse 48 talks about.
Vanakkam. Thank you.